Are you thinking about becoming a team truck driver? How much money can you expect to make? Let's learn all about team pay and how you'll be paid as a company driver versus an independent contractor. Hi, my name is Samantha Dwyer. I am the settlements manager here at Anderson Trucking, and I have been working with driver settlements for over 12 years. So how are team drivers paid? Team drivers can be paid either a cents per mile or a percentage pay. It's really all going to depend on the carrier. And then you may or may not receive accessorials and fuel surcharge. It's important that you ask your recruiter how you'll be paid before signing on to a company. To learn more about different ways you're paid as a truck driver, check out our article on truck driver pay structure, which is linked in the description. So how much will I make as a team truck driver? Team drivers will likely earn more than a solo driver due to a few factors. It will depend on what carrier you drive for. Obviously, some companies will pay better than others, so talk to your recruiter to find out what your earnings may or may not be. It will also depend on how motivated you are. If you and your partner run consistently, make your stops sparingly, you could be a top earner. And also it'll depend on what freight you're hauling. Freight that's hauled by a team is usually pretty high priority, whether that's because it's an important item or it's perishable, meaning it'll pay more. Another path for team drivers is Department of Defense freight. This requires extra security measures and pays very well. To learn more about DoD freight, check out the article linked below. For independent contractor pay, as a team either can own the truck or they lease it. The pay can be a little complicated, but it's really common for one driver to take on the full financial responsibilities for the truck. Because of that, the owner or lessee will receive 100% of the pay and then will pay their driving partner. Typically, the team comes up with an agreement on how much money each driver will receive. And because one driver takes on the financial responsibility of the truck, they'll often take a larger cut of the paycheck. It's really important to have an agreement in place before you start driving together, and it's crucial. No matter how much you trust each other, it is so important to get all of the details worked out before getting in that truck together. Company driver pay, unlike independent contractors, both drivers are usually paid directly by the company they're hauling for. Because company truck drivers don't have a truck payment or insurance payments to think about, they'll have very little financial responsibility. They'll be paid either a cents per mile rate or a percentage of the load revenue. Sometimes the truck as a whole is paid a rate and each driver takes half. And other times, each driver is assigned a specific rate and they're paid according to their experience. So let's go through 3 tips for financial success as a team. Tip number 1, make a contract before you start driving with your partner. It's crucial that you protect yourself and create a financial agreement that both you and your partner agree to and sign. This will help explain how the money is handled and divided and makes for a really pleasant team and driving experience. This is also a way for you to set clear expectations and avoid major problems. Tip number 2, divide responsibilities. Your contract should include details about how responsibilities will be divided. Discuss if one will drive primarily and the other will navigate, or if one will be in charge of pre-trips and securement. However you divide the labor, make sure it's agreed upon and documented. Tip number 3, set up a business. If you plan to drive as an independent contractor team, the lessee or owner of the truck should set up some sort of business, either an LLC, for example, or even an INC. It all depends on what is most comfortable for that owner. They will be the one paying the second driver, and it's important that there is a record of the financial exchange. This will also help the second driver file their taxes appropriately. If you'd rather not file as an LLC, as the lessee or owner, you can talk to a tax preparer to put together the tax documents you need to provide the second seat driver all of the financial documents they will need. After watching this video, you're probably leaning towards being either a company driver or an independent contractor. If you'd like to learn more about each of those options, check out the article linked below. Thanks for watching another edition of Over the Road on the Truck Driving Channel. We make videos like this every week. If you found this video to be helpful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks again, and we'll see you out on the road.